Find a formula for the nth term of the sequence 1/2, -1/4, 1/8, -1/16, 1/32, etc. Again, just like the last problem, we have alternating fractions. The numerators in each of these are going to end up being 1, and the denominators are powers of 2. We've got 2 to the first, 2 to the second, 2 to the third, 2 to the fourth, 2 to the fifth, and the nth term has a denominator that's 2 to the nth power. Now here, because it's alternating, again we have two possibilities, either -1 to the nth power or -1 to the n plus first power out front. And to test which of these is the correct formula, we simply need to pick one value of n, one term, and do the calculations to see which one fits as far as positives or negatives. I'm going to look at the first term for each of these, and we're going to look at n equals 1. So here we've got -1 to the first times 1 over 2 to the first. And then the other one is going to be -1 to the 1 plus 1 power times 1 over 2 to the first. Now for this first one, -1 to the first is -1. So this is going to be a negative fraction, -1/2. But in the second one, this is going to be -1 squared times 1/2. And we know a negative times a negative is a positive, so in this case we'll get a positive result. Now positive 1/2 is the correct first term. -1/2 is not the correct first term. We can just see the first term is positive 1/2. That means that it's the second formula that we need for this sequence, and so here the formula for the nth term of the sequence is going to be a sub n equals -1 to the n plus first power times 1 over 2 to the nth. An alternative answer that is equivalent is -1 to the n minus first power times 1 over 2 to the n. This would also give us the correct answer. In fact, there are other exponents we could have. We could have n plus 3, we could have n plus 5, we could have n minus 3, we could have n minus 5. Either one of those gets it so that we have positives for the odd-numbered terms and negatives for the even-numbered terms. But in general, n plus 1 is the standard exponent that we would use in a situation like this. I just wanted to point out the other possibilities because it's certainly possible that one of your classmates has used -1 to the n minus first power, and I want you to know that those answers are equivalent.